Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko, or no, not Zuko. What if Overpowered was in My Hero Academia? So this is Overpowered. He might look goofy, but trust me, he looks like a pharaoh, but he's wearing modern clothes. So his sister is, her. The he, he cares about her so much, and that he doesn't want her to be like like overdraft. So yeah, and their father and mother were kind of getting worried about the overpowered, and so is her. She was worried about him because she knows that her brother's protecting her, and because she no, or they all know that he is strong. Yeah, heck, I mean, it's just how it is. So every so when they were born, like, or of course at 3 years old, they go to school, you know, and a couple of bullies bullied the freshman then of her. One of them was about to hit her right in the face as Overpowered grabs his hand and breaks the entire arm, sends him flying. As he looks at them and says, "Don't touch my little sister like that." Okay? As she says, "Thank you, big brother." Yeah. And the freshmen, because both of them are freshmen, and they knew. They knew. Don't worry. So he became the top dog. Became a boss of the, like, he was so much in charge of whoever tries to get bullied. The bullies get like absolute destroyed by him. So yeah. So then, because how overpowered he is, that's what his name is. But they all call him Power. And his sister only calls him, like, by his full name, Overpowered Hearn. Yeah. And at age of 4, he went to a quirk doctor, and she was getting ready, and she can't, like, help herself, but because her hair thing was so long, she needs, like, a ponytail thing, like pigtails. As he walks in. You want me to do that for you? Can you? Sure. As he does it for her. Not in a. He has such a gentle touch. And that makes her so happy to. Like. Okay? And now they go to a quirk doctor. And they told her that she has the love power, or love quirk, and he has limit quirk. Yeah, I know. That like sometimes you have to fall in love, or like love, or you have to limit your love to like certain degrees, or else it goes crazy. Like sometimes my dreams go crazy too. So yeah. So then when they were happy that the both of them were had quirks, and yeah. So, but Overpowered was also born with a rare, like legendary rare power, like ability of infinity and zero. So basically, he can never die. Or he can never age, he can never die. Yeah. So, plus limit himself is like if he hits a certain mark on the limit side, the he automatically falls asleep. That goes for anyone that he points to. Like, if he wanted to limit, like, he could have, or he could move the limit bar of anyone's, like, lower or higher there, and it still gets it keeps its original counterpart, but they fall asleep. The example would be like if he uses it on him, makes it lower or like smaller, and then he uses it too many times, he goes right to sleep. Yeah. He also could remove his own limit or anyone else's too. So, yeah. Because reason why, of course, the gentleman and or actually he was walking with her and told her that the no matter what and future holds or what will come, me and you little sister, I'll always be here for you. Okay? Yeah. So then the time skip to 15. She hangs out with, or actually him, and he got accepted to UA. she begs him to not leave her behind, as he's kind of upset, not at her, but at them, as he tells her that he also wanted her to join too. But did they not accept her to? Yeah, they denied her because how little she is. Wait, what? And yeah. So he tells her that when I get time, I'll come and visit with you, okay? Okay, big brother. And the white bearded man, after he left, white bearded man and her hanged out. And she does all that stuff. You know? So, yeah. So he does the written part. As he gets class 1B. Yeah. So one of the people says, "What's your quirk?" My quirk is limit, as overpowered tells them. Well, and then as they put you in this class, yeah. As he looks through the window, as it goes on, as sometimes he did so fast, like he caught up on all of his work before. Because, yeah. So then they go to, but let's do a time skip, because to the ball throw, or like to USJ, because Class A and Class B were in at USJ. As he looks around, he doesn't see anything, but he could predict, as he could tell as he walks over, as he reaches in, as he looks at, because his threatening aura could scare even the mightiest villains to peeing their pants. Yeah. As he says, "Come out of there." As a monster covered in black comes out, all shooken up. As Yeah. Yeah. And what does he do? He warps away. As the students are like, whoa, I'm going to check it out. As his threatening aura even scares the teachers half to death. As they were like, okay. As they asked, or he asked him, no, he asked them if he could go in by himself. Yeah. Sure. And they were too scared to say, no, you're just a student. As he walks in, portal opens up, ambushed, and yeah. Overpowered uses his sense as he creates the he did or he didn't realize that he created a sword like katana out of his both hands as he slices and dices the villains one by one, two by two, and it was horrifying thing that screams of everyone else's was like all those high-end villains were screaming in pain. 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 As everyone from outside was hearing them screaming, hearing all those villains screaming all at once, like, no, 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 bah! Yeah. Yeah. It terrified those students. And as the as he looks at the so he says, you must be Kirigiri, aren't you? And Shiraki-san is right next to you. How do you know us, right? People like me knows a lot. And you're meant to take care of that monster. I'll as the Shiraki-san ordered the Nomu to go kill that kid. But it was too late. The Nomu was dead in the blink of an eye. And it was dead. I'll make one thing. I feel so generous. My I'm a first year class representative or class of 1B. So if you don't want me to kill you, Shirakusen and Kirigiri, you two better go back to wherever you were. As Shirakusen and Kirigiri says, okay. As, yeah, Zuko can it could be cruel, he could be frozen. He could be fast, he could be slow. So yeah, his own sister is... So when he walks out, he saw or everyone saw how bloody he was. He looked like he killed somebody. Don't go in there if I was you. What do you mean? As, let's say... Actually, there was no blood because how fast he was going. The blood stains weren't on him. So, yeah. And Mr. Ozawa looks in as he says, "Holy crap, what just happened here?" And as everyone else looks inside, and as they could not believe the overpowered was that overpowered. As the katanas were out of existence. So yeah. So he, after USJ, he goes back home. The his sister was, or the white bearded man. Yeah, as he walks up, before he head home, and he had a cloak thing, the wraps over his face, and he tells him that you might be powerful, but are you smarter than us? Yeah, and you must be the guy that is hanging around with my little sister. Has she caused any trouble? No, not yet. No, better not. If anything happens to her, I will make sure that as is so serious that made him pee his own pants. Okay. As because the only thing that keeps him from going down the killing route is his sister. He loves his sister so much. If she wasn't his sister, he would have married her right then and there. Yeah. Her. So yeah, Zuko was so overpowered, went home, and his sister says, "Welcome back, big brother." And she saw the news before her, and yeah, as he says to her that I'll clean up and I'll eat, okay? Sure. As he leaves, as she could tell that the house, he was not having a good day. So Yeah. And plus, she also learned that her brother is the most powerfulest person. Mm, she learned it from him that your brother is the most overpowered character in the entire world, whom no one can face up against his wrath. And I could tell, and because when I read his, like, what he has, and she's like, okay, what does he have? Ask. Sorry. Well, he has the powers of infinity and zero. He might be dangerous as person in the universe. Because it's only just a hunch. But if that power was ever unlocked by to saving you, he will go great lengths to protect you from those villains or and the whoever tries to harm you, they have to deal with his wrath. As she's trying to think about it, and now he came back, fresh prepared, as he goes to they basically ate some dinner. And she asked him a question. Um, she literally asked him, "Of, hey brother, you didn't tell me that you had a powers of infinity and zero. Did that guy put that nonsense in your said? Hmm. No. Here." As she slips a paper thing in to him, as he looks over. Hmm. Yeah. I didn't know. I'm just giving you cred. Okay? Because I know that I care about you. You're also my limit, too. No. Because without you, little sister, I would have been on a rampage, killing anything in my sights. As she was like, things, things, okay? She doesn't get mad at him because she knows that as he walks away, or like both of them were eating, as he used the powers thing. So he decides to, yeah. So let's do a time skip because at the sports festival thing, he did the race. Yeah, like he got first place on a race, the first place in cavalry battle, and he got, like, for the fight one. He says, "Huh, me against Todoroki." As the I don't need to, physically punch you. As he points his finger and says, how about use 5%? Or 0.1%. As, yeah. So, Todoroki tries to use it, but he got instantly knocked out. By his own and yeah, he got first place. Yeah. As he says, Then him against Zuko, they both, no. And Zuko says, you're the most overpowered character, aren't you? Or power? You're just a loose cannon. Or actually, not loose cannon. He says something like, hopefully helpful. Yeah. Man, I'll go easy on you. As he as something triggers in his power, like in his own body, as his eyes start to glow green, as he launches towards Zuko, as he punches Zuko right in the chest so hard that it even sends him flying into out of the stadium, or actually into the wall. And what was that? And Zuko, or his overpowered, shook his head. What the heck just happened? One minute I was standing over there. Next minute I'm standing over here where Zuko was at. Wait, where's Zuko? As he looks around. As they're like, you kind of punched him into that wall over there. Oh, there he is. What the heck? The I don't remember that part. I just yeah. So then yeah. And when he like entered into that thing for a short time, but in because he had time part of his power activated, he slipped right through the future into where Lady Ngan was injured really bad, and she was gonna get killed by explosion. He saw Zuko, like the Nomu or villain version of Zuko, and he saw most of his friends died. And Zuko and he looks up as so he walks away. He's trying to keep himself calm. the bathroom, as he looked at himself in the mirror. And when he looked, one thing that he looks up, he doesn't see himself. He sees the, like, everyone's dead corpses looking straight back at him. As he walks, or he looks away, or he tries to, as he turns around, he sees his own reflection again. As he says, man, what happened? Oh. First, I don't remember me hitting Zuko. Then during the same time, I and he can't remember what happened to him. And one of the students, walks in and says, "Hey, are you doing okay? And we noticed that you're acting kind of weird. And it's after when you had your eyes glowing like that, like green. After you hit Zuko, you started to tear up. Like, what was that? It was, or as he says, it was none of your beeswax. I'm fine." And as he walks away from, as he noticed that he is acting kind of weird recently. So yeah, he acts weird. And he's acting weird. Some people never knew that how weird he can get to. So then after the sports festival, he went home. He laid down. As he wrote the book about how he was. Yeah. So he had many feelings inside. Or he drew out such good details, puts it in, like, the next morning he woke up. So the internship thing, him versus Hero Killer Stain. So Hero Killer Stain gets punished, and then So Zuko ends up joining him, and they fight Hero Killer Stain. As he covers one eye, sees a green spark, as Zuko says as to him, "Okay, that's the same spark that I saw during the sports festival when you hit me in the chest." As it was after, as he says, as he's trying to keep it in him self. Yeah. So the as he sits down, as he's starts to tear up, as he doesn't want to like tell anyone that the so Zuko who walks over and he tells him that we're friends. We care about each other. So tell me, what's going on with you? Since after having that power popped up, you act like something's wrong. As he like, hey, I don't remember hitting you in the chest, but at the same time, I went into the future of what will goes on down. As it's scary. We lost so many good people. That dang Quark Doctor. Once I get my hands on him, as overpowered says, once I get my hands on him, he wishes that he wasn't even born. As and all for one. As the Tenya that was down, he heard as he turns or he rolls around, as he asks him about the will happen in the future with those two. All right. When I went to the future, I saw a lot of good people died. Like, the shield hero died. Midnight died. All of them died. With Akugo, who was dead. Todoroki was dead. Everyone, as his heart, as he starts to tear up. They never seen him tear up before. As he, you're okay. As Zuko says, you're okay. Just, what did you see when you covered your eye with green sparks? Well, at the camp, that's what would be after, I saw a bunch of villains. Like, did you know the Todoroki has a brother? And his brother's name got written over by Dobby. So Dobby and there was Dobby, Toga, Mustard, Muscular, Spitter, Magnus, as he uses this time blue, or no. What is the color? I'm kind of curious. And so the Mind Stone, or the Mind is yellow. So yeah, Zuko had it in the well, yeah. So the yellow flame, a spark came out and showed them what he was referring to. As yeah, oops, sorry. So then after that, the the as he used the time hour as he like goes in and like hits the Nomus and yeah, extinguishes a flame and yeah. So then yeah, every time as I figured out there's two things in my power. May I share with you, sister? And or actually let's say there was three. Him, her, and overpowered were in a room together. And the as he asks him, overpowered or power, can we see the what you saw? Like those but I may warn you. The as he as he uses his yellow like mind power to show them his memories into the future thing, and when they all saw like what happened, yeah, we lost so many good people back then, or in that future. As yeah, and sometimes scares me. As he doesn't cry, as his sister says, it's okay to cry. Hey, it's just the as he says that he only wants to cry when his sister's not around, because you never saw me be tearing up. Yeah, as his sister says, please. As like green thing again as he covers his eyes again, as he saw the obliteration of All Might versus All for One. Yeah. So he hurts to tear up as they didn't. As yeah. As the oh yeah. So then the next day he gets or so now time skip to All Might versus All for One. As the or actually Cambark, he was laying into his bath or actually he was just taking a nap thing as he's been having these weird moments where like his power is trying to tell him to be careful as he lays on the bed and like he literally lays on the floor and he could hear howling noises and everybody's like confused of why he's using as so now the overhaul or no All Might versus All for One as he as overpowered goes flies all the way to as Zuko can and like he literally lays or he actually was in front of All Might as All for One uses his beam attack or no not actually he did use the spears like he created spears because he copied the creation so All for One copied the creation and he threw spears at All Might, but ends up pinning over or like overpowered, powered, as he looked like it looked like that, and but way more brutal. Like one spear was through the eye, and as yeah, like that, but way more brutal. As everyone, even his own sister, saw him got killed by the those spears because All for One planned to like turn All Might into the like a pincushion thing, but yeah. So All Might turned around. He sees, or he was protecting this like a civilian, As he turns around, he sees the death of his Class 1B student. As everyone was in shock. As All for One says to him, "You're pretty human, Class 1B student." He says, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But for you, I do not care. Please wait for part 2 to be filmed. Bye.